There's still like a little bit in here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out. I keep trying. I've been trying for like 5 days in a row and I'm just like barely getting any, so I think it's time I throw this one out. Same with this eye cream. And I don't even think that this brand does refills for the eye cream. I think it's only for their serum, so I'll probably have to check out this container as well, sadly.
It has been way too long since I have vlogged for you guys and shared my life. I'm finally ready to be back. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just gonna be popping in and out, giving some comments to what's going on because I'm not really sure how I want to run these vlogs. I know previously when I did them, I didn't really have a set style. I kind of just talked and then sometimes didn't, but I would like to kind of figure out what my unique style is when it comes to vlogs. So be patient with me these next couple months when I play around with different types of storytelling, maybe some more silent vlogs, more chatty vlogs. But also let me know in the comments what you like and what you would like to see more of so that I can best curate these vlogs to our community. Oh, and I forgot to mention the main focus is to share normal life with you guys because I feel like we don't have enough representation of what normal life looks like for majority of people when you don't spend your entire life on the internet. Granted, this is coming from someone who works in social media as part of their living, but I still want to share with you very realistic, unaesthetic parts along with some aesthetic parts of my life.
One last little step I need to do in my morning routine is put my ears in. I don't really talk about this, but I guess since I'm gonna get back into doing vlogs, I might as well.
I gotta be honest with you, I had this whole big plan to make this grand speech about perfectionism, and I'm realizing as I'm recording this voiceover how much of a perfectionist I am being to myself just while trying to make a simple little video for you, which basically is proving my exact point of why perfectionism is genuinely holding you back. I can't remember the last time trying to be perfect has actually got me anywhere good. If anything, it's made things worse for me, and this has been a big theme this month. I've constantly been stuck in this cycle of feeling stuck, like I'm not doing enough, feeling like I need to give up on everything, and then I have this spur of the moment motivation to pick myself back up, start over again, and then a day or two later I'm back in the trenches not knowing if I'm doing the right thing. And to be completely honest, I genuinely don't think I have this whole thing figured out. I'm just more so trying to share my thoughts on it because I feel really alone in it, and I don't feel like a lot of people around me talk about this impending doom feeling that I feel every single day because I feel like I'm failing at everything. In a way to try and combat this feeling of impending doom, I've been trying to put a huge emphasis on my morning routine, making myself a beverage, sitting down and working on my knitting projects, reading the books that I keep continuing to say that I will read, and then they end up being returned to the library because I don't read them in time. And I do this because I want to start to teach myself that it's okay to not have the same morning routine every single day. Like, I hate change, but I'm low-key forcing myself to be okay with it.
So I forgot that I booked a room to go tap dance today because I haven't been able to make it to any dance classes this week. So I have about 20 minutes to get ready and get out the door so I can get to the studio for the time that I booked. I will take you with me. I will show you guys what I do, I guess. This is scary for me. I don't really post about dancing, but sure, we can do it. We can try. I should stop wasting time and go get ready. I haven't been in this building in a long time, and every time I come back I get super nervous because when you get out of practice with something, it gets hard to get yourself to get back into doing it, but we're doing it anyways.
Showing up for yourself to do things that feel scary or that you haven't done in a long time or you've never done before is, in my opinion, one of the best ways that you can help yourself, especially when it comes to perfectionism.
I haven't tapped by myself in a while, so this should be very interesting. I'm gonna do a warm-up and then probably just choreograph for funsies, see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll probably have to put music over this for copyright reasons.
I realized during the studio session that I was really doubting my ability to tap and to choreograph. Again, another theme of perfectionism. Tap is my first love when it comes to dance, and the fact that I doubt my ability in something I love so deeply just proves to you that sometimes you don't have control over the things you feel like you need to be perfect at.
Done dancing. Now I have to go to the other building that I went to school in, print out music because I have a vocal lesson, and then I also want to go to the gym, and I need to figure out what I'm going to eat for lunch as well. I want to be very clear, this is not what my everyday looks like. Today just happens to be a day where I have a lot of time that I can allot towards dance and my career, this part of my career, but this is not what my everyday looks like. I'm learning how to knit. I taught myself how to do this during COVID and I completely forgot. And I decided with my big brain, I want to knit myself the perfect brown and green striped sweater. So I bought a pattern off of Etsy. I'm just full force going for it. No small project before, we're just learning as we go. I did start this last night and then I decided to undo everything I did last night just because I miscounted some stuff. And at first I was like, oh, we could just keep going. And then I was like, no, actually that's gonna bother me because one sleeve is gonna end up being bigger than the other. And that's gonna not look good. So just casting on some stitches right now. I feel like I have a little magic wand.
This day was a really tough day. I had an audition that did not go to plan. I was treated rudely by some employees at the building I was at, and it just took it so personally. And many times when I have days like this where I feel bad, I will just sit in the feeling and allow it to fully consume me. And while there are definitely days where I need that to just allow myself to be sad and sit in that feeling, today was not one of those days. I knew sitting in it was going to make me feel worse. So I did the one thing that I knew would make me feel better.
So I've decided I'm making it my personal business to style my hair in some way today that is not just down. Also, all the products I'm using are from Plain Products. It is a sustainable hair care company. Not sponsored, just enjoy their products and want to share it with you guys. Start by going in with the sea salt spray just to get some like texture and grit going in my hair. My sprayer that came with my bottle is a little bit defective. I will ask for a replacement, and I know that they will send me one, so that's not a big deal. This is supposed to be the one that you use, but it doesn't work, which could be my fault. Honestly, I don't really know. It's okay, we keep going, we keep going, we keep going.
As we are nearing the end of the month of November, it has been really fun to go outside and go on a walk and see the entire city getting set up for the holidays. One of my favorite things is to see all the street lights go up and all the decor kind of just slowly get incorporated into stores. I also really appreciate that they didn't do this right at the beginning of November. They waited until like the last week of November to actually start setting all this stuff up.
I made myself some oatmeal. I did oats, yogurt, a little bit of protein powder, maple syrup, chia seeds, peanut butter, chocolate chips. I think that's everything. I was gonna do banana, make it kind of like a chunky monkey flavor, and also add cinnamon, but I just forgot to do that until I just thought about it, so I'm just gonna eat it as it is. I'm planning to go on a run this morning with my friend Finley, so just trying to get some fuel in me before I go, even though I'm not super hungry right now. This has been a reoccurring problem. I haven't been able to get myself to eat breakfast recently, which is really not great because then I get hangry in the afternoon and I wonder why. So I need to get back into eating breakfast. I have no idea how much we're running today. I haven't been running as much anymore, mostly because I've been focusing more on strength training and getting into the studio to dance as much as possible. And my schedule's been so busy that I haven't been able to prioritize running along with that. But when I can find run clubs to go to and find time on the weekends to run with my friend, honestly, that is just as fulfilling for me. All right, it's time to gear up for the run. I'm gonna start by putting on my Hokas. Most of my Hokas, I'm pretty sure have lasted me about a year and a half. And I can tell when they are because I start to get knee pain. But if I'm being honest, most of the time my shoes just look like they're busted and they're really not. That is how I know I need to get a new pair of shoes, is when I start to get knee pain when I'm wearing them, because there's no actual support. My trick to make my shoes fit perfectly when I run is to put my foot flexed at a 90-degree angle, so that when I tie them tight enough that they don't move around, but I don't tie them too tight that when I'm actually running, my feet go numb, because that is a problem I was having for a long time. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna put on is my running vest. This is not at all necessary for people that are just casual runners. Even if you're a long distance runner, you don't have to have one. It just makes it easier to not have to carry things. This was gifted to me for Christmas, I wanna say a year ago. First of all, water. I recommend adding salt to your water if you have problems with like electrolyte imbalances and you don't want to spend a bunch of money on electrolytes. You can just put salt in your water. You could even put salt and lemon juice and maple syrup to make homemade like electrolyte packs. Might not be the most appealing taste, but it gets the job done and it's a bit more cost effective. Set is Planet Noosa jacket. I have no idea what the brand is. I got it for Christmas like 3 or 4 years ago.
I have two options of what I could do. I could either go scenic route or faster route, make sure I get there on time. But I kind of want to show you guys the scenic route. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
I just got done taking a shower. I'm gonna put some fuzzy socks on because I am sitting by the window. But I'm gonna get ready to film a video. Have my jasmine bergamot candle. I did wipe it. One of you guys recommended wiping the sides of it. I don't personally care how a candle looks, but if it makes y'all happy when you watch my videos, I will please the people. Beautiful. I'm gonna set that over here. I've just been so busy recently that I haven't had any time to slow down, and I think taking moments like this where I actually like notice being present that I'm doing something for myself, if that makes sense, like my routine, as much as it is something I have to do every day, obviously, to just get ready, it is also something that kind of allows me to feel grounded because I know the routine of it. Hold on, let me go get my hair roller. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've been so all over the place. I've been getting so many opportunities for things. It's been really hard to slow down and just like appreciate everything that's been happening. We just hit over 1,000 followers on Instagram, which has been a big goal of mine for like 5 years. We hit 2K on TikTok, which is crazy, and we have 5K of you guys on here as of today. It has just been really hard to slow down and be appreciative of that. I'm going in with these Yuja Sea Brightening Toner Pads that I was sent by Hanyul. I feel like this is something people struggle with no matter what field you're in. As a dancer, I feel like, you know, you always get corrections, you can always get better, you're never perfect, there's always something to improve on. I think that can also be said for a regular job, like a corporate job. You know, there's always a rank to move up on the ladder, or there's always a promotion to work for, or a new skill that you need to get, or continued education you need to do. And sometimes I think it forces us to not allow ourselves to appreciate the stuff we've already done. I don't want to make this whole video like about me, but I think the only way I'm gonna get myself to actually acknowledge the things I've done is by talking to you about it. If you don't want to watch me talk about this, feel free to skip ahead, but I am going to discuss this. I feel like as a 21-year-old, building a career for myself in things that I'm passionate about, whether that be social media, dance, being an editor, doing UGC, all of that stuff, that is something that I always deep down knew could happen, was possible, but I didn't see it happening for me. I see it happening for other people, I see success happening for other people, but I've never been able to imagine it as something that I can do for myself. Oh my God, everything I need is like in, hold on. There it is. It is where I thought it was. We're good. I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just gonna go back a little bit. I have this issue of I can see success for other people, but seeing it for myself is really, really hard. I can imagine the steps to get somewhere. I can visualize it. I can think of all the goals that are necessary to get to a place. Yet, when it comes to doing it for myself, I really struggle to see or acknowledge the fact that I'm taking those steps. For example, this YouTube channel, I started this channel 6 years ago. Sure, I didn't really have a direction when I started. It was just for filming my life, documenting it, sharing it with my friends, etc. But I was still taking the steps to build the ability to just come and sit down on my phone and talk to you like I'm having a regular conversation. I feel like this is a therapy session. I can acknowledge that that is not something everyone is comfortable doing, yet it doesn't feel like a big deal to me because I've been doing it for so long. I do look back at my first videos. I wasn't even able to look in the camera without feeling anxious, versus now I just feel like I'm having a conversation with a friend. I think that's also partially because I've built a community of people here who show up on every video and continue conversations, and I really appreciate that. I genuinely remember each and every one of you that comments on video after video, or even if you've only commented on one video, I go back and read those comments because I try to really focus on the positive, even though it can be really hard to not, because again, with that perfectionist mindset, I'm always thinking about what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? Oh, this person didn't like this one thing that I said. Should I delete the whole video because maybe I offended someone? And it's never my intention to offend anyone, and I am always learning. So if someone has critique, I will take it, I will learn from it. But I don't think that that makes the entire video a bad video. I am going all over the place. Oh my goodness. 9 a.m. rants with Lainey, I guess. I just think that we could all take a moment in our day to acknowledge something that we have done that we didn't particularly expect, I shouldn't say expect, didn't particularly take the time to acknowledge ourselves for accomplishing it, if that makes sense. If you want to share with the class, you should go in the comments and tell me one thing that you have done this year that you or even in previous years that you are extremely proud of yourself for, that you did not give yourself enough recognition for doing. Because I know we all have things like that. I know we're all guilty of it. And if you're not, teach me your ways, please, because I would love to learn how to not be so hard on myself.
I feel like we keep meeting like this. Editing Lainey has been making a lot of appearances in these recent videos, but I did not film an outro for this video because I forgot how vlogs work. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. You guys have requested on a couple videos that I bring back doing vlogs like this. So let me know if you guys want me to do this as a monthly thing. I don't think it'll ever become a weekly thing. I mean, never say never, but most likely I don't think I would be able to do it on a regular enough basis and get enough content to do it weekly, just because my life is very repetitive with how busy I am. I'm doing a lot of the same stuff all the time, very routinely. But let me know if you guys want once a month vlogs like this with a different theme of a different topic that I've been struggling with that month or that I've overcome that month, just to give you guys some inspiration and also continue to show you guys what a normal life looks like, because my life is very much not aesthetic in any way, and I like it that way. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, hit that post notification button so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And with all that being said, I love you so much. Bye!